EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. To throw, here's Willis. Catch made by Watson on the out route. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Third and 2, Willis. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Marte Mapu, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll find his way down right around the 12.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 9. To throw is Duggan. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Broken tackle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are... He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll get it inside the 35. Well, what a way to kick off the year here. Niners and Steelers. And I know the folks back in Northern California happy to see their quarterback Brock Purdy back out there. Charles, what do you see from him in year 2?
More of what we saw from him in year 1, partner, because this young man, he really sees the reins in that first season. And he is excited about expanding his game and pushing the ball downfield even more in year 2 as a starter with the 49ers.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Second down throw coming by Willis. This is caught. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Right back to the air with Willis. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Willis headed left off the option. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian Watson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Doug going to look to throw this. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Taken in at the 22. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Kick it to 22. Do not kick it to 22. Okay, ready? No score zone right here. No score zone. 19 target.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Willis now off of play action. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss Lewis on the sack, and it's third down. These two teams all tied after one. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
A 1st down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Duggan now to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Willis looking to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here's Duggan to throw. Throw up, sound completion to Rice. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Duggan looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here's 3rd and 9. They'll send Rice in motion. Throwing, Duggan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him. How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Willis looking to throw on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Willis. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks always tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Duggan. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf, 47 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this... Touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 10. Duggan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dugan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And take it right at the 35. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try the left side with Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.